Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
If something has parts and moves in metal, then the fluid is most likely lubricant. There are many moving parts in a car and many types of fluid. Fortunately, fluids differ in color, texture, and smell. Once you know what to look for, finding the source of your leak is much easier. General liquid leakage tips: a puddle of water that is 3 inches or more under your car is considered a serious leak and requires immediate attention. A puddle between 1 and 2 inches wide is called a seep or a drip. Unless it's brake fluid, the condition is not as serious. In the morning, after your vehicle has been repaired, check under the car for fresh fluid. If it's there, call the repair center immediately. Common fluids found under your car: water from the air conditioning or defroster system is one of the most common fluids you'll find. Water is formed when moisture in the air comes into contact with the system and condenses. It usually runs down the right or left center of the vehicle. This is a normal byproduct, and seeing it under your car doesn't cause alarm. Engine oil: commonly light to dark brown or black, engine oil feels slippery and can have a burnt dry rubber smell. To check the engine oil level in your car, consult the owner's manual to locate the engine oil dipstick. If the oil level is low, but still registers on the dipstick, top up the oil at your first opportunity. Be sure to mention the leak to your next scheduled service. If the oil level doesn't register on the dipstick before driving the engine oil, enough vehicle add to reach the dipstick level. Note: do not overfill. Too much oil can cause more harm than too little. Contact your service center as soon as possible. Engine coolant: engine coolant is usually watery and slippery to the touch. It can be light green, yellow, pink, blue, or even purple. It usually drips near the front of the engine or below the radiator. After the engine has cooled down, we hope you're reading this first. Check the fluid levels in the radiator and the reservoir coolant. If one is low, top it up with distilled water. Do not use tap water, as it contains minerals that can lead to corrosion of the cooling system. The number one cause of serious engine damage is loss of coolant. If your car is still losing fluid, contact your service center immediately. Less common fluids found under your car: automatic transmission, power steering fluid. These fluids can be similar and sometimes identical. So have a professional repair center confirm the leak. Automatic transmission, power steering fluids are usually reddish to reddish-brown in color and feel oily. Leaks are usually found in the transmission or transaxle. These fluids can also leak from a transaxle cooling line near the radiator. Power steering fluid leaks can be found under the front of the engine, near the power steering pump, or towards the rear of the engine at the steering rack. Check the fluid level. If it doesn't show on the dipstick, contact your service center immediately. If the fluid is still on the gauge, top off the fluid, and check how much and how quickly it leaks. In case of regular loss, have your vehicle inspected by a professional. Manual transmission differential fluid leaks of this thick oil, which has a reprehensible rotten egg smell, are found under the front and rear differential, manual gearbox, or transaxle. It's difficult to check these fluid levels, so have your vehicle inspected by a professional. Brake fluid: fortunately, brake fluid leaks are not common. Brake fluid looks like white wine when it's new and dark when it's old and dirty. Because brake fluid is based on vegetable oil, it feels oily. If you find a brake fluid leak, check the level in the brake master cylinder reservoir. If the level is low, top it up. Brake fluid eats through paintwork with a vengeance, so be careful when rouillage. Use only the grade brake fluid recommended in the owner's manual. If leakage continues and the fluid level is below the midpoint, have your car towed and inspected for a brake fluid leak. This is a real safety issue. If your car has a manual transmission, it may use a hydraulic clutch, which also uses brake fluid. However, for safety reasons, clutch and brake reservoirs are almost always separate, even if they use the same filling point. If there's a brake fluid leak and the brake master cylinder is full, then it's more likely to be a clutch fluid leak. One indicator is that the clutch doesn't work as smoothly. Sometimes it can be impossible to shift gears. In conclusion, addressing vehicle fluid leaks promptly is essential for maintaining your car's health and ensuring your safety on the road. By regularly inspecting your vehicle, knowing the signs of leaks, and taking immediate action, whether that means tightening a loose connection or seeking professional help, you can prevent more significant issues down the line. Remember, a little vigilance goes a long way in keeping your vehicle running smoothly. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.